Hi Virgo, and welcome to your Life Journey Timeless Tarot reading. This is a very special tarot reading as we will only be using Major Arcana cards for the entire thing. All the different tarot decks that I'm using are listed in the description below. So Virgo, if you are not familiar with the Fool's Journey through the Tarot, I highly recommend you do a search on the internet and read about that and see what that entails, because that's really what has inspired this reading for me, for you guys. So this is the start of life, the Fool, okay? And you'll see he's on the hourglass and he has all the time in the world. All the experiences he shall have are coming out and he is selecting them. He puts his costume on, his mask, so that he can come and play the role he intends to have this lifetime. And now here we are at the end. All his time has run out. He has achieved all his experiences. He has taken off his mask, his costume, and now he ascends back into the non-physical. So this reading is all about Virgo's journey this lifetime through the Major Arcana and what energies you are working with, okay? So Virgo, we are going to start with pulling the overall energies for your life in general. And this has definitely been different for everybody. No two readings have been quite similar. I will say this, pay attention to the repeating Major Arcanas throughout this reading, as those are very significant energies for you this lifetime that you're working with. And if you're not familiar, I would do a search and look up several different interpretations of that card and see what resonates with you the most, because if it keeps repeating throughout the reading, it's a very strong Major Arcana energy influencing your life this lifetime. So Virgo, oh, look at this, the Lovers. I know right away that romantic relationships are a big highlight of your life experience this lifetime. Like, very big draw to it, whether it's experiencing it or being a counselor of it. It's romance is very highlighted for Virgo. Wow. And then here we have the Hierophant, guidance. Yeah, many of you're gonna very much transition through your romantic partnerships. Again, for others of you, this means like you're some guru of love somehow, some way. And then, wow, look at this. We have the Emperor. You are the master of this energy by the end of this life for sure. Also with this, tells me whether you're male or female, you're very dominant, okay? You're more of the divine masculine. You probably tend to be in charge, in control of the situation. And that's because you are experienced and well versed enough to do so. This does play out in your romantic partnerships, but this could, as an overall energy, could play out in every area of your life. But you are definitely a very big soul, Virgo, and you are the dominant presence. So for you guys, we have the Lovers, the Hierophant, and the Emperor. So let's pull some energies to look specifically at your finance and career and what you are working with there. Whoa, I'm just like, these are so slick. And only trying to shuffle the Major Arcanas is not easy because they're also very thin cards. So I do it like this, just makes it way easier. All right, Virgo. So we have the High Priestess. We have the Magician. Wow. Those two paired up. Wow. And we have the World. Wow. Virgo, you guys are meant to be the master of your craft, but in a very, very special way. Spiritually, you got it. Okay, some of you, you will do spiritual work, like spiritual based practice somehow, some way, but others of you, this is saying like you will manifest anything you want. Like the career you want, Virgo, you can make that happen. You have the High Priestess and the Magician. The High Priestess is the mysteries of life. You know, it's a rite of passage. If you dedicate yourself and prove yourself worthy, she will give you passage. And then we have the Magician here, and it's like you have all that wisdom and you know how to manifest it. You're the alchemist. It's the combining of all four elements: fire, water, earth, and air. Like you are the ultimate manifester here, especially with the World card. Oh my God. Like you can rise very high in whatever career path you choose. Like you're magic. It's just whatever you do, you know, it just turns to gold, and you're so wise in it. You just, some of you get a lot of your inspiration and creativity and, you know, solutions to move forward through your intuition. Because again, you just have this rite of passage. You guys are magic. I'm just saying that. Money and career, if you ever struggle, you don't need to. And some of you, you might be like, I've been struggling, and it's like you have a full belly, a nice house and everything, but you still think you're struggling when you're not. Okay, like you are, that's the best energy I've seen in all the readings, and I only have 2 more to do after you, Virgo. So wow, wowza. You guys, some of you could be great leaders, like in politics, of companies, owning your own company, managing other people. I just see you guys like very successful, very powerful, very able, very creative, very magic, going very far. So let's look at your intimate and romantic energies that you are working with this lifetime. We have the Tower, the Hanged Man, and the Emperor. There's that Emperor again. So you're going to be very dominating in your relationships, okay? But with the Lovers here, and then what I see, I'm not going to lie, Virgo, it looks like your challenge comes a lot in part of your romantic relationships, okay? The Tower, this is not the easiest card to deal with. And then paired up with the Hanged Man, this is just like, you know, a lot of challenge in romantic partnerships. But it's like you are very alluring, you're very attractive to other people. Like a lot of people do want to be with you and experience you and probably get obsessed with you, some of them, just because of your energy here. But definitely, Virgo, challenge. But we see that as the Lovers, like we know that whatever your soul's working on, the challenge and contrast in romantic partnerships, like that is feeding your soul somehow, some way. It's growing you, and that's definitely part of your plan here. So let's look at things, you know, from a spiritual level regarding your religion or spirituality. You, Virgo, you are meant to be a beautiful lover, and you will give great advice. You'll be a good friend. You're a wonderful leader, okay? You're meant to have, the Fool pops out. You are meant to have a strong personality and dominance over others. Like you can really guide them and help them. Some of you, you know, don't let that go to your head, because too much power means that you use that to manipulate others. So let's see what's going on in the spirituality or religious aspect of your experience. So we have the Hierophant. So you have that twice. So spirituality and religion play a big role in your life. And spirituality and religion are very different. Religion is, doctrine, a set of rules. Spirituality is more the high priestess energy, the mysteries of life, the esoteric. So, for all the Virgos I'm reading for, it's either religion or spirituality plays a very big role ultimately in everything you do, because we have the Hierophant twice now. And now we have the Chariot and the Devil. Interesting. Some of you might really teeter between right and wrong throughout your life. Like, what is right? What is wrong? It could be because this is such a focus. It could be more of the pursuit and understanding of religions or, the life mysteries, rather than actually practicing them. This could be more about like the pursuit to understand or find a way that you connect. Obviously, with the Hierophant here, some of you, this is just a very strong, actually religious type of belief that controls you a lot of your life. But, we have this change of belief system because of the Devil here. Not to say that you like jump on the dark side or anything like that, but it's just, you see the light and the dark, okay? Because you see how the Chariot, he's holding a blue apple and a red apple. It really reminds me of the Matrix, right? Do you want the blue pill and go back to sleep, or do you want the red pill and see what it's all about? Okay, and look it. Here's the blue pill. Let's go back to sleep. Organized religion. Here's the red pill, which is considered knowledge, the devil, danger, but that's true awakening. So it's like you understand, like, some of you, this is something that transitions throughout this life, but others of you, you just come into this life with this understanding. Sorry, I'm going to take a drink. Oh, way better. Yeah, so that's very interesting. Yeah. Some of you are going to decide to take that red pill this lifetime. Very cool, Virgo. All right, let's take a look at all other relationships in your life. Here's that High Priestess again. This tells me the people that you connect to, you really connect to at a soul level, and those are your people. You might have a lot of acquaintances or people who know you, but there's very few you consider your people. It's those people you connect to at a soul level. Nice. And now we have this Chariot again. And we have the Magician. Oh my gosh, Virgo. High Priestess, Magician came out the same exact way. High Priestess, Magician. Yes, all of your friends, family connections, they are near and dear to your heart and soul. There's a lot of victory. Like I said, you're very popular. A lot of people know who you are, Virgo. Okay? And you are going to have some really deep and incredible connections. Some of you, because I see the High Priestess and Magician in career and finance, and then down here in relationship, this is like some of you creating a business with somebody else. Like, you guys are just magical. This could be spiritually based or, something else, because we have the Magician ×2. So it's like the manifestation of something really amazing. And, it's being the owner of it, the master of it. And we have the great victory here in the Chariot in your relationships. So, Virgo, this is beautiful energy. Honestly, the real challenge I see for you guys, it comes into play in your romantic connections. But again, it's growing you somehow, some way. And you either come into this life understanding the mysteries, the light and the dark, and you're the balance of the in-between, or you have some awakening experience this lifetime and you choose that red pill, or in this case, the red apple. So synchronistic. In these general readings, I can only go so deep and get so much. And gosh, for you guys, just the way I see your energy coming out and all of this, just, oh, so synchronistic. I take it all in, please, Virgo, and, you know, look up these cards and all the different interpretations for them. The High Priestess and the Magician, they're paired up twice. That has not happened in any other reading that I've done, okay? And then you have this Emperor here, very dominating, very controlling, very powerful energy you are. And this is like mastering something. Some of you could even be famous, you know, with this energy for whatever it is that you do, because we come down here to your spirituality, and this is just like the yin and the yang, the light and the dark, and you, the walking in between. Man, deep stuff, Virgo. So let's pull some cards to see how this plays out in your life. This is going to tell your life story, and these cards are labeled differently than all the other major arcanas. So here we have choice. Oh yeah, this again is like, you see the light, you see the dark, Virgo. You have equal bits of that at your disposal. The light, the dark, okay? And then the darkness in the light, and then the darkness in the light. You see what I'm saying here? Here's that apple again, and it's the red apple. You choose the wisdom, the serpent over here, the esoteric meanings of life, okay? 3 doors here, but again, Virgo walks that middle path. No, we don't choose doctrine and religion. No, we don't choose New Age belief system. We choose the middle path, the path of our soul, the promptings of our soul, the truth of reality, the truth of life. And this is like your journey. This is part of your journey. This would be the Fool, you know, in all the other decks, but this has a very different meaning to it, okay? So it's like Virgo goes the middle path, and that's really iterated. You are a very spiritual being, whether you are consciously aware of it or not, and that's really what pushes you forward in life and is what causes you to make a choice from one way or the other. So if you feel like you're making dark choices, like with this energy, I mean, look at, I could just put this here and it replaces that card that we just saw, the light and the dark. It doesn't matter, Virgo, if you walk in the darkness or you walk in the light. Okay, those are just perceptions of the human experience of right and wrong. Neither is right or wrong. Both are interchangeable. You know, they're the same energy, just on different ends of the spectrum. And you are experiencing both energies, okay? You are the true alchemist. You know how to utilize both to achieve what you want. And now in relationship, you might kind of go off more in the dark energy, okay, because that's where your challenge are. But understand, Virgo, you make those choices because that is your plan for your soul. You're really learning something in that space through those choices that you make, or through the things that have happened to you, okay? That is the light and the dark. Like, you want to experience both. Yeah, look at that. This is the same thing. It's that same energy, the yin, the yang, the light and the dark. This is you. You understand both sides of that coin and know that there is no right, there is no wrong. There just is what is. That is life. It is what it is. The observer, you know, is who deems something good or bad, right or wrong, light or dark. But the true master sees all as energy, and energy at our fingertips, and how we yield that energy and, you know, infuse it together, being the true alchemist, because that energy ultimately creates the physical experiences we have, right? It manifests into the physical realm. So you are like the master of this. Mother energy. I'm not surprised to see this come out for Virgo. This is that Empress energy. So this is talking about that nurturing side to you. Some of you, this could mean that either A, you have a really strong relationship with your mother, or B, you really struggle with that energy. But ultimately, this feels more like a connection to Mother Earth itself, and how you receive a lot of energy, life force energy, the more you connect with Mother Earth, Gaia. You're just a very organic being. Even if you like material things, the essence of this entire reading is so organic, yeah. And then love. You are a lover. You are not a fighter, Virgo. You aren't. You will do all things you can do to keep the peace for all. And you are, Virgo, you have chosen a journey of the light and the dark, to choose choices on both sides and experience it all the way through for the growth of yourself. But never fret for a minute, because that's part of your plan. Like, you're just this freaking badass spiritual being. Like, you have the high priestess and magician here and here. Okay, and then you have this emperor that just keeps showing up. And then the light and the dark and the choice in between. And it's just wow. So let's see how you transition through these energies throughout your life, Virgo. Yeah, there are some things that are only understood or seen by moonlight, and you get that. You will not be controlled by any sort of dogma, okay? Virgo's soul, no, way too much of a free spirit for that. Meant to be strong this lifetime. So let's see. Some of you could really like indulge in partying and things like that. You just really, some of you are not afraid to push that envelope whatsoever. Yeah, career finance. We got the star here. You make your wishes and dreams come true, Virgo. You are magic. And if you've doubted that, please doubt it no more. This means like you can truly achieve anything you want in that sector of your life. You are blessed in that sector of your life. The romance here, we have this Fool. Yeah, this is like, you don't have, as a soul, it's interesting. It's like you don't have a whole lot of experience in the romantic dealings of things. It's like this is whatever you are trying to do this lifetime, it's newer energy for you, but it's a pleasant experience, okay? So I feel like you'll go through this period of just really hard, challenging relationships and it finally brings you to this point where things get better. You see the shooting star. It's like things get better moving forward and the worst is behind you. And now down here in the spirituality, yeah, you are a big, powerful, strong soul. And this is saying don't ever surrender your ego to anybody else's dogma or belief systems. Like, you stay true blue to yourself, and, you know, that's that. And you're very strong. You are so wise. You're like strong for other people as well. And then, yeah, and then here we have in the friendships, look at this. We have the Hanged Man. But from this perspective, this is like ultimate enlightenment. The illusions are not there. You see beyond the veil with anybody that you encounter and that you deal with. Okay, they can't fool you. So it's like, now that you can see with your third eye through all relationships, what is it that you now want to do? What is it that you now want to see? All the Virgos that I'm reading for, many of you are greatly empathic, psychic, clairvoyant. I'm just saying, with all this high priestess and magician energy, you can't not be, okay? You can't not be, Virgo. Oh my goodness. And so let's see what you transition out of this life with. Who are you when you are leaving this life? Whoa, okay. Okay. So we have the Tower and we have Alchemy. What this tells me is by the end of this life, because you have lived many experiences by choice in the light and in the dark, okay? You've lived a very colorful life full of experience. You become the ultimate alchemist as you transition, and a lot of that comes through the career sector, okay? You are magic, Virgo. You are pure magic. And next lifetime, oh my gosh, I just can't even imagine. But you know, you have this very special ability to connect with other people in such a way this lifetime. You are a lover, you are so psychic, and you have this ability to manifest anything. Please believe that. Please believe that. It's just, I feel like you get really caught up in the romantic situations of your life, and also you constantly question yourself, am I a good person or am I a bad person? You need to stop that, Virgo. You're perfect as you are. The life that you have lived, the way that you have chosen in the light and in the dark is exactly what you came here to do, okay? It can't be any more reiterated than in this card right here. So do not question yourself, not for a minute, and think that you're a bad, evil person for anything that you may have done, okay? It's part of your life experience. It's what breaks this illusion. Which allows you to see behind the veil. You are very powerful, very strong, very masculine, very dominant energy, and you can achieve so much. You are meant to be a leader and to have a very fulfilling life on both sides, okay? On both sides. You will have life through the blue pill, sleeping, and then you awaken, okay? And you are pure magic. That's all I gotta say. Like, never doubt yourself, Virgo. Tap into those inner resources. Really connect with Mother Earth, Gaia, because you are just magical and you are a lover. You're not a fighter. So if you find yourself fighting, figure out what you need to change in your environment to make that stop, because you're a lover. And romance is definitely like one of the biggest highlights of this whole life experience for you. So Virgo, that's the messages that I have for you. I hope you've enjoyed this reading. I am truly wishing you all the best. Take care.